There are many applications in which analog data must be digitized and transferred into a computer's memory. The process by which the computer acquires these digitized analog data is referred to as A. Sampling, B. Multiplexing, C. Data acquisition, D. Prescaling. The correct answer is data acquisition. When analog inputs from several sources are to be converted, an technique can be used. A. Demultiplexing, B. Multiplexing, C. R2R, D. Comparator. The correct answer is multiplexing. The stability of the ADC process can be improved by using N to hold the analog voltage constant while the AD conversion is taking place. A. Sample and hold circuit, B. Op-amp comparator, C. NPN amp, D. current loop. The correct answer is sample and hold circuit. The characteristic that a change of one binary step on the input of a DAC should cause exactly one step change on the output is called A. Resolution, B. Linearity, C. Monotonicity, D. Accuracy. The correct answer is monotonicity. On a binary weighted DA converter, the least significant binary input A connects to the smallest resistor, B supplies the least voltage, C connects to a 1K resistor, D connects to the largest resistor. The correct answer is connects to the largest resistor. ADCs use no clock signal because there is no timing or sequencing required. A. Actuator, B. Dual, C. Flash, D. Bipolar. The correct answer is flash. The input of an analog to digital converter is A. a voltage level, B. a clock pulse, C. a binary number, D. any of the above. The correct answer is a voltage level, and converts an analog input to a digital output. A. ADC, B. DAC, C. flash converter, D. bipolar converter. The correct answer is ADC. The AD7524A CMOS IC available from several IC manufacturers is an 8-bit DA converter that uses an A. sample and hold circuit, B. R2R ladder network, C. multiplexer, D. 10S clock. The correct answer is R2R ladder network. A counter ramp ADC uses a comparator to compare the input voltage with A. a binary number, B. the output of a counter, C. the output of a DAC, D. a voltage divider network. The correct answer is the output of a DAC. A binary weight resistor DAC is practical only up to a resolution of A. 10 bits, B. 2 bits, C. 8 bits, D. 4 bits. The correct answer is 4 bits. A simultaneous AD converter is also known as an AD converter. A. flash, B. synchronous, C. comparator, D. asynchronous. The correct answer is flash. The primary disadvantage of the simultaneous AD converter is A. that it requires the input voltage to be applied to the inputs simultaneously, B. the long conversion time required, C. the large number of output lines required to simultaneously decode the input voltage, D. the large number of comparators required to represent a reasonable sized binary number. The correct answer is the large number of comparators required to represent a reasonable sized binary number. The DSO and analog waveforms. A. filters conditions sense, B. levels stores weighs, C. sends receives translates, D. digitizes stores displays. The correct answer is sends receives translates. A signal is produced by sampling the signal at a rate less than the minimum rate identified by Nyquist. A. Nyquist. B. Sampling frequency. C. Basis. D. Alias. The correct answer is alias. For each bit that is added to a digital ramp ADC, the conversion time A. doubles. B. triples. C. decreases by 1/3. D. decreases by 1/2. The correct answer is doubles. DACs produce both positive and negative output values. A. tristate. B. double. C. bipolar. D. unilateral. The correct answer is bipolar. A DAC is if its output increases as the binary input increments from one value to the next. A. monotonic. B. self-adjusting. C. accurate. D. broken. The correct answer is monotonic. A 4-bit stair-step-ramp AD converter has a clock frequency of 100 kHz and a maximum input of 10 V and has 6 V applied to the input. The conversion time will be A. 10 microseconds. B. 160 microseconds. C. 90 microseconds. D. 6250 seconds. The correct answer is 90 microseconds. A major application for DSP is in and of analog signals. A. sending receiving. B. digitizing waiting. C. filtering conditioning. D. leveling translating. The correct answer is filtering conditioning. The fastest analog to digital converter is the A. counter ADC. B. successive approximation ADC. C. dual slope ADC. D. parallel ADC. The correct answer is parallel ADC. The main advantage of the tracking AD converter over the stair-step-ramp AD converter is that A. it does not require a counter. B. it uses an up-down counter to indicate the polarity of the input voltage. C. it uses an up-down counter to measure both positive and negative voltages. D. it is faster. The correct answer is it is faster. A counter ramp ADC stops counting when A. the input voltage equals the DAC staircase voltage. B. the counter reaches a maximum count. C. the input voltage equals 5 volts. D. the DAC staircase voltage equals 5 volts. The correct answer is the input voltage equals the DAC staircase voltage. ADCs have a fixed value of conversion time that is not dependent on the value of the analog input. A. substandard. B. dual. C. recessive approximation. D. successive approximation. The correct answer is successive approximation. A digital voltmeter converts an analog voltage to its representation. A. BCD code. B. decimal. C. digital. D. alias. The correct answer is BCD code. The number of binary bits at the input of a DAC or the output of an ADC is known as A. accuracy. B. linearity. C. resolution. D. monotonicity. The correct answer is resolution.